Welcome back to Pisces TV with Montana B. This is a twin flame soul reading for the collective. Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, wherever Pisces could fall in your chart, or whatever sign your soulmate or twin flame is. As we get started, keep in mind tarot is entertainment. It may or may not resonate with everyone. And if it doesn't, feel free to check other aspects of your chart or some of my other videos. Keep in mind there are many theories behind the twin flame, okay? It's like you, your soulmate, your twin flame, not the same thing in most cases, okay? Or even a human person. It's a theory that sometimes it's on the other side. So as we get started with your reading, check the description box if you're interested in any of the products and services or booking a reading. Here on YouTube, we have the community board, member section, and merchandise. A lot of information on the community board though. If you want to stay up to date after subscribing, hit all notifications when you select the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And I am still doing the $20 generals. If you would like to use that for love or twin flame, I will extend the offer to you. Just check the community board on those instructions. Current energy. I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from my love too long. That definitely sounds like someone who may have spent the majority of the relationship running. And I feel like you and that person have differences. A difference in friend circle, a difference in belief, finances, socioeconomic status, a difference in something. Because for someone to kind of like hide who they are, or even have that resonance with you, but be so different to their everyday life, it's just kind of like they were never being themselves. And maybe they found themselves in you and did not want to see that, right? Because we paint vivid pictures of ourselves and we don't want those pictures to come down, right? Because it's like, well, damn, I like who I've created. I like who people think I am, but it's like you bring out the true me, okay? Which makes very much sense. Makes a lot of sense, the last card that we have, but I'll keep going. In the center of the reading, we have, I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. Now, I am very immature, and my first impression was somebody breath stank, okay? Outside of that, I thought about the twin flame energy where it talks about the kundalini, the higher self, the soul star, the breath of life, which some people even call God. And I know that some people call God the higher self. And so this card in the center of the reading could be for some of you guys that feel your soulmate or twin flame is another person, when technically you may have the flame burning inside of you, honey, okay? All right. Now, other than that, could have been some funky breath or some hot breath. Could have been a problem. I know a guy, okay? Don't get me wrong. All them goes in the mouth. I don't know where y'all from, but somebody breath bad. It could be distance as well. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. It's like, I didn't even understand, like, who... even for the people that made this deck, the Live Tarot, like, who would say something like that? Okay, I want to say it again. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. So I know I'm a little immature, right? But I sat here and I inhaled and I exhaled, and still it was hard for me to figure out how the fuck that was sweet or sexy or soulful or anything outside of the breath of life and the whole theory of the twin flame, where you could have a lover on the other side and then you sitting somewhere and, you know, feel like it's some wind on your cheek, or, you know, you get cold one day. I don't know, but that just... I'm going to take a clarifier. The last card we have is, I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. And you know why, motherfucker? because you ran from who you were, just like you ran from Pisces. And it's like now that is getting harder to do. Why? Because those people in your circle, they may be changing, may not. You may now see that it wasn't worth it. You know, whatever image we wanted to live up to, whatever castles we had built, those towers have been coming left and right. So it's like whatever castle you built in the sky with whoever it was, that shit ain't shit, right? So now it's like, I want to be authentic, and I was my most authentic self through you, right? And it's like, nah, I ain't trying to hear shit, right? But they may not know themselves anymore, Pisces. Could be you not knowing yourself anymore, and that's the outcome of being unauthentic, all right? And I just saw 555. That's crazy. This card was like a bonus card, and it says, I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. So it's crazy. When I look at these colors, it's like the feminine aspect, right, which could very well be the male counterpart. It's like, I don't know who I am anymore. Somebody changed, right? And the person who changed may even still think about the situation, but from a higher standpoint, because it said the happier times. It's like, I'm not thinking about what I did to you and oh my God, what you did to me. And then someone else is like, I changed and I want you to know it, okay? Or this is not someone that you met yesterday. For some of you that are watching this reading, I don't feel like it's the coworker you met last week or the neighbor that just moved in, you know, a month ago. I've been hiding from our love too long, right? It just definitely takes time. And if you have, don't get me wrong, just come into a connection with someone you feel is your twin flame, it could even have been a past life connection where you both have been living on this planet, for some of you in the same state, in the same country, in the same city, in the same neighborhood, and very few of you probably even the same block. And all of your lives live until you come into this awakening, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, you start remembering and feeling stuff that you don't even understand, right? We will take a clarifier for the current energy of, I've been hiding myself from our love for too long. See, you got the 6 of Cups. That is definitely a past life love. It also talks about memories and nostalgia. And then I have kind of like in between. And it's kind of like wanting to work together. It's like one foot in, one foot out with someone that you grew up with. If not grew up with, you may have children with them. You guys may have, well, I already said that because we got the 6 of Cups, but it does just represent like a past romantic kind of energy for me with the 6 of Cups. And in the I've lost myself, it could even be, you know how like we have our nature, who we are as children, before we grew up and got serious or changed or, you know, went through marriages and other relationships, just that inner child, that nature of who you are. Sometimes some people let life push them out of that, most of us, because that's actually what some people call adulting. And it's like, I like that. I don't like this, right? Whatever this is for some of you guys. Now, in the center of the reading where we talked about the potential stank breath, okay? I'm just saying, we have the Queen of Wands and the 8 of Swords. Somebody, gosh. I feel that, now here's the High Priestess. This is obsessive. I feel like you're okay. So that's the child. Okay. I'm sorry. It's not funny. Some of y'all think y'all poetic as fuck, and it's like, stop sending people all that shit. But I have a very passionate, fiery Queen of Wands, but I also have the Eight of Swords. So it's like someone could feel that you are a crazy witch, and if not that, they are obsessively attracted to you, right? Like an offer could even come from that, or it's kind of like, that's what I walked away from. Confidence, you know, mysterious, right? And it's like, I just can't figure you out. And at the same time, very, very immature emotionally, and emotionally immature with the Eight of Swords. I don't know about that. You feel me? I see the Eight of Cups also as unfinished business, and I see the High Priestess as an individual who comes in your life, teaches you a lesson, continues on her path, and that could be male or female. So that was interesting that all of these cards came out with the breath thing, okay? For those of you that feel your twin flame is a helpmate or a celestial being that is attached to your everything, I take the Queen of Wands as the grandmother, you know, the gentle gardener in my, what is it called, Oracle deck, that helps people remove themselves from toxic situations and negative ways of thinking, okay? As well as your obsessive, compulsive, addictive, immature behavior through activating internal information about why you do what you do. So because nostalgia is here and the High Priestess has records of all that exists in her DNA, in her brain, through her connection to the other side, that also makes sense. Now, this is why some people have a hard time figuring it out, and a lot of people don't even do twin flames readings. But if you look at the Six of Cups, which talks about memories, and you look at the High Priestess who has access to those records, I'm just saying. Now, the outcome, someone's healing too from childhood traumas, and this person you had a soul contract with. So some of your soulmates, some of you have a twin flame that is a soulmate. Okay? And that's some whole ass shit. Because let me tell you why. Soulmates are not who, you know, soulmate is anyone that you have an agreement with in this life to interact with for some reason, with some sort of detail being scripted on the benefits of it going this way and the misfortune of if it goes this way, right? That's a soulmate. That's anybody. That's the person sitting next to you right now, or a lady you may be in front of at the grocery store that you say hi to and she say something that just seem weird and blow your mind. Soulmates can do stuff like that. A twin flame, that's supposed to be a different type of bond. So when the twin flame come in as a soulmate, that's how you get your ass whooped. That's how you get blocked. So I hope that the mask of your twin flame comes off and they don't just drown in the water of soulmates, because baby, when you get tired, fuck all them soulmates. So it's like, are you going to leave the twin flame behind too in your growth? And it's like, God damn, who would want to do that, right? Outcome, craziness. We got 4 wands here. I can't make this shit up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Look at that. Rebuilding after some sort of destruction. Didn't I talk about the towers? And the 4 little green people in this card, I think about the Ascended Masters, the 4 directions, each with a wand, building something from the bottom up. Because I think about when the minds communicated out of this world, the stars and the constellations and the pyramids had a meeting point, and the little beings have a meeting point with these wands, right? So 4 wands, it looks like before those 8 wands take off across the water, there's something about the collaboration or the congregation in these 4 wands, but that's just me making up shit because I'm intuitive and I can do that. The traditional meaning of the 4 wands is just to rebuild after some sort of destruction, a fated event. So we are talking about fate. We are talking about destiny. We are talking about plan. Something may go as planned. Something may not have went as planned, and there could be something arranged and orchestrated. That's what I got with that 4 of Wands. Could even be a celebratory kind of situation that's going to be overwhelming emotionally. And I bullshit, I look at that. When I said these 4 wands seem to be some sort of preparation for this 8 of wands, here it is. Okay, we got 6 wands and then 2 wands. I like how they separated them because the 2 wands is the path and the 6 wands represents, the rays of the sun, the awareness, whatever. And then we have some sort of return from the past. I don't know. That is what I got. I hope that it helps. Until next time, guys. Namaste.